Going on, everyone? It's PapaStones. Today I'm going to be going over some draft tips and doing a simulated draft against the AI on the Force Table website. Just to go over it, we have a draft coming up soon, so I've been doing some practice drafts to get a feel for how it plays out in this game. I've done drafts before in other card games, and I think it's one of the better ways to play games because it takes in some luck, but still a lot of skill to be able to build things on the fly, being able to pivot into different decks, whatever. So we're going to jump into this, and I'm going to throw out some tips randomly here and there. So we're going to start off. First things first, you get your 3 leaders. Take the best available to you from your first. Here, I'd say it'd be Jin. She's good in draft because it gives you value. Krennic and Moff are also pretty solid picks, but I think Jin's the best leader in draft currently. I could be wrong, but I think so, so I'd take that. And then so I have Yellow and Hero. So generally, if you have the option to take a decent villain, you'll want to do that. You want your first 2, you would prefer to have 1 light, 1 dark. Then your third one's just going to be past you, whatever it is. So me personally, I would take this because you want to be able to be flexible because you never know what you're going to get. Then we take a Boba, which is also pretty solid, to be honest. Those are all pretty good leaders. Okay, so we open our first pack. So here's my problem. This is all personal. I like to value draft because, I mean, at least in my instance, we paid $25 to sign up for this draft. So I want to make back something, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not penny pinching. I'm not going to take something that's like $1, you know what I mean, over a good card that's worth like 40 cents. But like in this instance, I didn't even look, like, because I mean, there's good cards in here. Like this Open Fire's good. This card's good. What else? Making openings pretty good. But I immediately just locked in on this U-Wing reinforcement because I know they're like $10. And for most cases in like a live draft, I would say you don't have to make your money back if you don't care. But if you're the average player, someone who spends here and there, if you're paying to play, you might as well get something out of it that you can either trade, sell, whatever. So I would for sure take this if this was my draft I'm going to. But it also helps that it's a good card and it's playable for me, because I could go Jyn Erso. But yeah, so I would take this. We get past, and now is when I gotta start actually looking, because you don't really want to commit too early because it could always be a trap. Like, say I take this because it has ambush. Ambush is super good in draft, right? So ambush is valued real high, and so this is like always a solid pickup, and it is Jin's. But this is basically saying, at least as of right now, I'm hoping to keep pulling for yellow, white, and basically locking into Jyn. I could take some of these mono colors. This card's also cracked if you want to throw red in, because basically anything to keep you with tempo and advantage is king in draft, right? Because there's not a lot of removal, nothing's constructed per se. So I could either go green, red, black, yellow, red, black, or I could take this or this, because rebels are really solid in this. But this is also committing to Jyn, so I would rather probably take this. And I don't even know if is that worth anything. I gotta do some research real quick. Is that not how you spell that? What is his name? Oh, it's 2 F's. That's what it is. I don't think it is. Yeah, see, that doesn't matter. I'll know ahead of time. I'll look more into pricing, but I like it's bad, honestly, because I mean I really like to take dollar value, because like I'm missing cards from my deck that I play, and there's cards I want to get for the constructed aspect, so I'll use these to trade, sell, buy to get to what I need, you know. But here I would take this because I'm saying I'm playing Jin. I have 2 Jin cards, but I'm still not too early on to, you know, consider what I'm doing. Because here, this card's really good. Like I said, Ambush is killer. It also has Overwhelm, so you're not missing damage. But Viper Probe Droid is also a good pickup, and that gets me cards for Boba and Grand Moff. So Maximum Firepower is also pretty solid for villainy. But I think I would take this, because this is technically universal still. I would, if I'm playing Jin, I'm playing green yellow at this point. But if I'm playing Boba or Grand Moff, I could take green Boba. I could take anything with Grand Moff. So I think this is the best pickup here. Ambush is king. Sentinel's good. Shield's good. The taunt still. Oh. See, that's rough, because this card's insane. Because I could pick this up, right? And then I could just try and hope that Boba pans out. Because I have this. This card, like I said, this card is crazy. But this card is also pretty solid. It's easy to clear stuff with. Escort's Gift, also a good pickup. This isn't bad. It's a decent top end. Death Trooper's good. If I wanted to play green-blue, I would pick this in the snap, because this card's crazy. But honestly, I think I'm taking Barrage here and keeping my options open still. Because Barrage is crazy removal. I feel like I'm still kind of hesitant on what I'm playing from here, which is fine. I mean, I've only drafted what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, but you don't have a ton of options. Like, you have, if you're gonna pivot, you have to do it relatively quick. Like, your first pack, you should be about decided, or still kind of middle ground. So I think, honestly, I would take this 7th Fleet Defender, and I'm not saying 100%, but I think Grand Moff is out. It's between Boba and Jin. So I think, I mean, it's not technically out yet, but I think it's out, you know. So I would say 7th Fleet Defender, because a 3/2 flying with shield is insane. This card's also big. Frontier ATRT is also good. So we're gonna pick that. We're still playing the field here. And now, so this card's good. 4/3 Sentinel. This card's alright. Another one of these would be good. I think I'm just gonna float the line here, and I would take this. This card's so nice sometimes. Yeah, we'd go with that. Yeah, it's looking like green, white, yellow. This Battlefield Marine's one of the best 2 drops. It's like an almost automatic pickup. It doesn't seem like many people are drafting green yellow. Granted, it is AI, and that is something you always have to look out for. Is you can't say I you. This is why you got to keep yourself open, be able to pivot, kind of thing. Like I was talking about, is you have to realize what's going on. See, like this is my seventh pick, right? And I just got past 3 yellow cards, 2 green cards, 2 blue cards, 1 red card. So this is saying that most people aren't picking yellow. Granted, these cards aren't fantastic, but if you're like committed to something, you're taking playable regardless. Like if I said for sure I'm playing yellow, I would take this if I had to, or I'd take this. But this is still kind of optimistic thinking. But the fact that there's only 1 red, either the pack was real light, or nobody's playing these colors, or somebody's picking red cards. So you got to be able to figure it out on the fly, what you're going to be able to do, and adjust to it. But I think we're going to pick that because stats are king. Double greens. Huh. I mean, that's obvious why those aren't getting picked. We're pretty much committed to Jin at this point. So we're going to take this. Just because it's not a bad card. It's not fantastic, but this card sucks. This card sucks. I mean, it's not horrible, but this card is low tier, I would say. So, yeah, we're going to take that. Haven't found any like real bombs yet, so that's kind of rough. This got passed to me, so I'm taking that 100% of the time. I think we've got a decent amount of rebels. Generally, the heroics are rebels in a sense. Yeah, we got 1, 2. We got 2. I think we're gonna take it anyways because this card's insane. Free value. If you're winning, it's even better, but you can even play it for 0 just to give something +1/+1 if you've only attacked with 1 guy. Like, it's still a good card. So I think I'm going to pick that up. Kind of upset about the overwhelming barrage, but it's almost like this card's almost good enough, honestly. Like, this is a bomb. If you want, like, I could play this probably out of aspect as a 7 and it'd still get value. Not for sure, but see here, kind of this is rough. See, this is when we take something like this. I'm saying I'm playing yellow at this point. Ugh, another one. That's tough. I would just, yeah, I haven't for sure committed, but I'm pretty committed at this point. Just take the fillers. Go on to the next pack. Oof, these are both real good. But Han Solo's insane. Fleet Lieutenant is also a crazy pickup. But Han Solo is the top end of top ends. At least for the yellow-green, yellow hero, whatever you want to... I'm going for. It's got ambush. It clears stuff. It can be such a menace. Like, this card is... Like I said, if this gets passed back around to me, I would immediately snap grab it, but I don't know if it will. But I think Han Solo is too good to pass up. So we will take that. And then Foil Vanquish is nice. See, like, but here, these all are kind of rough for me, to be honest. Like, this is the only playable from what I'm pretty much committed to. So I would take it, I think. If I wasn't, this card is insane in draft. Basically, any ramp card in draft is pretty good too. Like, if you're playing any form of villainy and you can pick up a super laser tech, you should pick it up. But we'll let it slide. We're going for the Jin. Oh, see, here's where my problems come in. Like, none of these, it sounds like I'm kind of screwing myself, but I would probably take this just because It's not. I'm not gonna play it. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong, but I want to say there. I'll even search just to be sure. Oh, Fet's Fire Spray. There we go. Pretty sure they're like 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. I took a U-Wing reinforcement, a Fet's Fire Spray. I've almost paid for my draft already in cards. There could have been better pickups, no doubt, but I'm a simple man, you know. Now here I've got some options, is what we look like. Ezra's not bad. He's a 3/4. He's actually decently statted for what he is. This card is still insane. I have 2 of them already, but it is so nice. Greedo's kind of a pass, but Metal Ceremony and Alliance Dispatcher, honestly, are not bad pickups. You need to be keeping track in a sense. This kind of does it for you so you can look, but I don't know how seriously taken the drafts are in whatever area, but you want to have enough low cost to be doing things on curve, because yeah, that's kind of tough. My low cost is pretty bad, but you basically always want to be tempoing out. You want board control, unless you're lucky enough to draft a full aggro deck where you're just going to keep slapping people in the face, but that won't happen 95% of the time. But people still try and force it. But honestly, this card would... This is a tough one, because I need low drops, right? I have nothing for the most part. I have 1 Battlefield Marine. I got some 3s. I got... Yeah, that is it. At this current moment, I have some 1 2-drop. And this card is good. Right. It's not fantastic by any means, but it's good enough to where it would be playable. But I still think that these 2 would be better, and you just hope that later you can pick something else up. Because you gotta take good units when you can, especially in the early sections of the pack. And I mean, it's just kind of tough. I honestly think I would take this because, like I said, ambush is so good. Like, someone plays a space unit, you ram it. If they don't have space units, you just get more damage. So we're taking that. Ooh, that's not bad. Rogue Operative's also pretty solid. Another one of these. See, now we're getting to the point where I think I've technically got enough. If you didn't know also, you probably have if you've read the rules or you listen to other people talk about drafts. You can play any amount of copies, so if I were to take this, I could play all 4 of them if I wanted. I don't think I'm gonna. I think 3 is enough, considering I'm playing a 30 card deck. I have a 33% chance right off rip. 3 of 30 cards. And I mean, you draw 6, so I don't know the math to that, but you probably will see this in your opening hand regardless. And if not, you'll draw it before it's time to come up. So here, I think I would grab this just because I think it's a good card. Rogue Operative is also pretty good. It deals with Sentinel and Shields. This one's up for debate here, because this is a lower drop. I got a decent amount of 3s, I want to say. I got Battlefield, no, Echo-based Defender, Homestead. Not playing that. But I think this card can give you value in an awkward set. Well, this is more upfront. It's kind of debatable, but like there are plenty of cards here that you can bounce back and feel decent about because they have like effects that come out when you use them, like Chewbacca weakened. This guy could re-up with ambush. I got ambush somewhere else. Like, it's actually, now that I'm looking at it, huh? I still think I'm gonna take it, but this is a decent pick. Either one, I think these are about the same quality, so I would just take it. But we're gonna take that and we're gonna move on. This card sucks, man. Syndicate Lackeys is so good. So is Strike True, though. Like I said, Ambush. Strike True is a spell that does damage, because the most important things are board control. I have a lot of top end, though, I think. Not top end, but it's probably still Syndicate Lackeys, to be honest. I think enough people will pass this. I could be wrong, but Syndicate Lackeys is good. We're going to end up real heavy. Got to start finding lower picks after this, I think. Oh, there's the Dispatcher. I think we're taking that. This card's good too, but I need some low drops. So we would take that. Oh. It's playable. This is also playable. But this card's real good. I honestly might just take this, even though this is better. Like, normally I would grab this, but considering how bad my 2-drops are, 2 and 1, I think it's worth grabbing. I mean, I have a decent amount of rebels, so I can get to something if I'm searching, I guess, you know? It's probably worth it. So I'd grab this, even though I think this is better. And then we keep going. This, there's no way. Okay, this got passed back to me. This is my original pack, so I'm taking that 100%. I told you I'd snap grab that. I wasn't lying. Now this is tough. We would probably just grab this and throw it in the side deck because it's 3 cost out of color, and it's a shield, I guess, if you're desperate. Grab this because it's in color. Oh, the Ezra got passed back to me. That's interesting. So I would for sure take it if it was there. This also is in color, so I'm taking it. And a dud. But now we go on to our last pack. From here, you should just be rounding out what you need. Each draft is different in a sense that some are more serious, I guess, and like I don't know. In a competitive aspect, what I've seen is that some drafts don't let you look at your cards that you've drafted until you're totally done, whereas some will let you like look after each pack. Some will let you just look whenever you want. Like, but say if you couldn't look at what you'd been drafting, or if you could, I think it'd be easier if you could. Most places aren't as strict, to be honest, but I've seen it before. If you can look, here's where you just kind of want to like round out what you need. I mean, don't mind me just wiggling my mouse. My thing's kind of dying. So like, I know I need a couple more low drops probably. I got a 1, a 2, some 4s, some 3s, 5, 6, 7. So you're basically just trying to fill out from here and then see what you can cook up. Shoot first is real good. It's a combat trick, but Rogue Op is also good. This card's not bad. Yeah, I gotta do the classic. I didn't open any legendaries, which is a shame. But I just like to look at dollar values. $3, not worth for me. It's not bad, but so this card's also decent. It's kind of situational, but I think I would probably take the shoot first. and then see if that rogue op gets passed back to me, because there's been a lot of yellow white coming around. But shoot first is just pure yellow, so I think we would take that. Then it binds all things. I've never even seen that. Here it's either, this card is not great, right? It's only got 4/4, but it is a Space Sentinel, which could be okay. Because it's basically either this or this. Or this, I guess, technically would be okay, but I think it would be this, but I can't say for sure. I'm going to go with it, but this card's pretty good too if you're playing blue-white. 3/7. What stats? Fifth Brother. These always get passed around, I feel like. Ooh, a resupply. That's not bad. Ooh, and Mercenary Company. I think I'd take the resupply just because I don't have ramp and hopefully see it in the opener. But this card's nice. This card's decent. Most people are never taking the double colored cards unless they have to. Just kind of limits you. But I think resupply is probably the best pickup here. Super Laser Tech Foil. Ooh, a Jeddah City. That's kind of neat. I think I'd probably take an... Oh, whoops, sorry. I'd probably take another Metal Ceremony just because the card's good. I want to say I have a decent amount of Rebels. God, why is my mouse bugging right now? I got 1, 2... Oh, wait. That doesn't count. Never mind. I thought I did. Jin's 1, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. Could be worse. I think Metal Ceremony's too good. Just gives so much value. Like, and even if it gives minimal value, you're still getting +1/+1 for absolutely free. Takes no resources. So yeah, that's the pickup for sure. And then I don't like that. Oh, this is the first one of these I've seen. This card's insane. Shield of 2/2, snap pick. Strike True is also cracked, but Crafty Smuggler is too good. So we'll take that. Admirable Act. This pack's crazy for me. I got Syndicate Lackeys. I got Admiral Akbar. I mean, Gamorrean Guard is also solid. This one's tough, I think. Because this is kind of like a... I think this one's good because it's a body, a 1/4, which isn't like crazy stat lines. It is a Rebel for Metal Ceremony. It has a Restore, and it has a ping on it. Syndicate Lackeys would normally be my pickup, I think, because, like I said, I think Ambush is the best part to draft, unless you find big hitters, you know, like Count Dooku, Vader, stuff like that, like things that'll make immediate impacts on boards. But I think I'd take this because it's like almost removal in a sense, and it fits a lot of the things I'm trying to do. Then from here, this card's okay. This card's also okay. It's not fantastic. I'm still kind of, like, I wouldn't say I'm low on low drops, but I got, let's see. Let's just double check. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I am pretty low. That's a lie. So I think I might just take this. It's not like a fantastic card by any means. It's not bad. It's situationally good. But The fact that I only have 4 2-drops, if I don't see one, I might as well just concede. Like, you do not want to fall behind in draft games. It is crucial. Like, you want to be playing something every turn if you can. I mean, there are certain situations where you're holding cards just in case they do something and whatnot, but for the most part, you want to be establishing board presence, you want to be controlling the tempo, you want to be driving the draft game. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's another 2-drop, but another shoot first would also be pretty good. This is debatable. It's definitely between these two, right? Inferno Force, crazy. So is Imperial Interceptor. But it's definitely between these two. Shoot first keeps people alive. This is just an early drop to bail me out. I would take... I have a shoot first. I don't have a ton of removal. Disarm's okay. I know I already have a shoot first. I got, what's his name? I got Admiral. I think I'd probably honestly take the next shoot first. I would like another 2-drop, but nah. There's Rogue Op, so that's kind of nice to have. I am missing one of these, I think. So it could pan out. This card's also very situational, but it's not bad. Then from here, just take the card in color. These all are rough. I'd probably just take this to own it, because I don't own it, but realistically I'd probably take this. But I'm going to take this just because I can. That's tough. This is okay card if you're behind, I guess. I do have a lot of vehicles, though. Because all air units are vehicles. I guess I'm capping. I don't have a lot, but this can help you bail yourself out, I guess. It's one of the two, but I would take out Maneuver, I guess, but I don't think this card's horrible for where I'm set up. Last couple of cards, I'd take the in color, and I'd take the freebie. So, that's what I ended up with. I hope that this kind of helped you get a feel for how to draft, what to look for. If not, I could use some advice. If you need help, I will answer any questions, but I hope I explained enough to make it make sense, if that helps. If you got questions, like I said, just reach out, leave a comment, let me know. I'll try and answer any questions. I'm happy to help, and I will probably post an update after Sunday how our actual draft went, my draft deck, how I think it went down. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.